Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. We are here at the 2022 New York Auto Show and we are going to do a quick little mini tour of the Subaru Forester behind me. I've been trying to get my hands on a Forester in St. Louis for quite some time. They are popular cars and they are hard to come by. So if I don't have my car seats and stroller with me today, I thought I would just do a quick little tour to show you guys how this car could work for a family. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of two and a certified child passenger safety tech. Let's get started on this mini tour. But really, we're just gonna focus on the spacing and the car seat setup for this tour. But I'll quickly just go over the exterior. Starting with the front end, it's very rugged. I honestly don't care for anything that's happening here. I think the headlights look nice. I actually like the hood design, but here just feels a little heavy and a little aggressive and not really cohesive with the rest of the vehicle. Moving along to her side profile, how cute is this? Little Forester badging right there, darling. And then we move on to the rest of the body. We've got some black fenders right here. I mean, I think this green color is actually kind of cool. And like, if you're gonna have a green car, I do feel as though Subaru may be the car to do it in. Nonetheless, we've got some chrome detailing on the mirror caps, around the windows and on the roof rails. And then we just go nicely into the back end. Starting with the rear, we have our wraparound taillights. Kind of a weird little shape right here, not my favorite. Subaru badging right here, a little bit of an overhang. Would love to see this wiper just tucked underneath there. But you truly cannot have it all. Another great thing I love about Subaru, especially their SUVs, is their SUVs are all-wheel drive standard, so that all-wheel drive is already built into the price of a vehicle. Okay, let's take a look at the interior. All right, here's a shot of me in this Subaru Forester. And I kind of want to break down a lot that's happening because there's kind of a lot coming at me. To start, I have this two-toned leather, kind of a saddle and a black. You can see it really nicely on the door panel. Some great contrast stitching and just some contouring in the leather. We have a little bit of like some textured plastic down there, which just kind of mixes up all the elements. It feels a little material heavy in some places, but that's okay. The carpet is just absolutely killing me. I can't decide if I like it or not. It looks like vintage old carpet. There's something kind of fun about it, but there's also something kind of dated about it, so I'm not really sure. But as far as my driver's comfort is concerned, I think the seats are actually really comfortable. It is a 10-way power seat, so lots of ways to adjust it. But let me get you on the other side and we'll talk about some more of the comfort features. All right, so not a ton that we can break down here because the vehicle is not powered, so we'll just talk a little bit about our comfort features. We have kind of a lot going on right here, but here's our display. We've got some air vents right here. Media and music controls are out here. Climate is down here. A little bit of a cubby right there. Our standard shifter, heated seats, parking brake, auto hold, 2 cup holders, and a Tine center console. So pretty standard and basic up here, but I'm excited to kind of get to that bench seat and then the trunk and talk about some more of the features. Okay, now we are in the second row of the Subaru Forester, and I'm actually with the car seat lady here at the New York Auto Show, and this is one of her favorites because although it just looks like a basic back seat, there's actually quite a few things that make this a really great option for families. To start off, the bench is actually fairly wide. It's a good size bench for the size of the vehicle. The seats can also recline, which we always like to see when installing car seats. As far as the car seat setup is concerned, we have lower anchors on this seat, tether anchors across the bench, and then one more lower anchor in the center seat. Because although this lower anchor is here, it's not our preference to use it for a variety of reasons. It's hard to get a proper install, and it basically takes up the 2 seats, and you're not really gaining anything. So just ignore this and pay attention to these 2 lower anchors, the tether anchors across the bench. The headrests are adjustable and removable, which is awesome. And then finally, something really cool about this Forester is it actually has pre-tensioners on both these outboard seats in the second row. So pre-tensioners in a lot of other vehicles are just reserved for these front 2 seats. But essentially what a pre-tensioner does is it will remove some of the slack in the event of a collision to make it a safer seating position. So it's only on these outboard seats, but it's definitely something to note, and good job Subaru for putting that for our passengers in the second row. Okay, so as far as my other passenger amenities are concerned, we have 2 itty-bitty vents down here, heated seats on both outboard seats, and then 2 USBs, leather back pockets, kind of like a double pocket that's kind of like has some different compartments. It's kind of nice, but my knee clearance is really what's standing out to me right now. Remember, I had this seat set for myself. I'm pretty tall, about 6 feet, and I have ample amount of room. I have good head clearance. I mean, I feel very comfortable in this second row. Okay, let's check out the trunk space. Okay, let's take a look at the trunk space of the Subaru Forester Touring. So, trunk space is actually pretty decent. We've got a cargo cover for privacy right here, easy to be removed. These are kind of making us laugh. These are some tie downs, but the max is only 6 pounds. So I'm not entirely sure what you put there, but I guess they're there. I don't know, comment below what you would put that's 6 pounds that you would like need to hang versus just put down here. Anyway, something that's kind of interesting about the Forester, let's go back around to the side. The Forester is actually one of the smaller cars in its class when you're talking about exterior, but it's one of the largest when you're talking about interior room. So I just think it's important to remember as you're looking at cars, you can't just pay attention to the inches because it's really about how the space works for you and your family. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for this mini tour of the Subaru Forester. I hope to do a full tour very soon with my car seats and my stroller and maybe even drive one for a second. Thank you all so much for watching and I'll talk to you next time.